Hello guys, welcome to Rocket League. So, as you may or may not have known, they've been adding some custom modes, I guess, for a little while, and the new one that was released today is what you see right here. So this is Heatseeker. So basically it's Rocket League with the ball that tracks to the center of the goal. So after one team hits it, it becomes that team's color and then heads towards the goal, like you just saw there. Yeah, so we're orange team at the moment. Me and these two guys, we're in the same. It's a quick play lobby, so it kind of just throws people in, and then you can play with the same people the next game. But I really enjoy goalie, so for me, the ball's literally coming to the goals, so it's like goalkeeper training on steroids, basically. So I'm really enjoying this. As you can see, 3 saves in a row. Not too bad, and it's really cool. It's really cool. This whole game mode is just amazing. The way the ball turns is awesome, and you'll see that a bit later when I score. It's just, when you get that ball weaving around people, it's so good. There's some epic saves as well, so once the ball gets quicker, so every hit it actually gets quicker, and then it hits its full speed and it becomes purple. So we're getting pretty quick here. There's purple, and purple is just like a bullet, so I managed to pull that one off there. I think we actually only had 2 people until now, so you can just see someone join there in the chat. But yeah, you can see I've got 2 goals out of the 4 we've scored. And there's a bit of a strat to it, so obviously you want to get it nice and high and have it dropping down. Me and that guy just have a high five. Hitting it straight off their kickoff is really quite good if they don't have someone back. So they're not scrambling. So you'll see every time we kick off, I'm back. I'm back here ready for this because my other 2 teammates didn't give a fuck. They went for the ball, which is really kind of dumb in this. So I wasn't quite back far enough and I got scored on. So, yeah, I'd like to be back in the goals so I can go forward and hit those balls. You'll see a couple of times we have to come back with a flight, and I managed to pull off some pretty nice saves. So it's first to 7, so it doesn't go to the time limit like most games would. I guess you could. Here we go. There's a running back with the flight save. I was really proud of that one. So yeah, first to 7. So 2 goals left. If the ball hits the backboard, like you just saw there, the ball becomes the opposite team's colour and starts heading back. And there you go. There's a nice big round the corner whole pitch, basically. So saves, which I'm really good at, I love doing, become goals. So I actually did one of those in my first game or something. So I always try and do that, whether get the ball up in the air, then let it do the work. And if you've ever been trying to save a goal, you'll know that a moving ball is a lot harder to hit than a ball that's going straight. If the ball's coming in on, yeah, if it's curving, then, so that's actually the final goal. So maybe we watch the whole replay here. I started moving up because I knew it was the last goal. I wanted to kind of make it nice. There we have it. So my scorecards here is pretty impressive, not gonna lie. It's not ranked, so I'm probably being matched up with people lower ranked than me, but there you go. You got 8 saves, 4 goals. Opposition team has nothing, basically. So same game, next game, same people, just my 2 teammates are on the opposite team here, and I'm playing with the other 2 from the other team. So I get a bit bumped there heading back and put out of position by my teammate a little bit, but it's alright. It's only the first 8 seconds, so also playing with all PS4 people. Now I don't want to complain too much about this mode, but it gives you 100% boost, which is probably the worst part about Rocket League, because you get people just blowing up, just people going full demo mode, and they got full boost, so there's nothing really stopping them, which is really unfortunate. So I actually think this ball's going in, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there you go. So a save from 2 plays ago, so there's the save. It manages to go back to their side, they save it, comes back, is too high, so none of us have actually hit it, and then they all miss. So I heard someone say, actually, is it possible to get an own goal? Because once you hit it, it starts heading the other way. And the question to that is, yes, there can still be own goals. You just saw one. If we didn't touch that ball, that was all from the opponent. And you'll see another really good example in one of my later games, but where we didn't touch it for like 8 or 9 hits. That's nice. I enjoyed that one. Run back with the flight. I didn't actually hit it, but the teammate hit it. And that's another tactic too. If like this guy here, this yellow card is hanging up in our goal. If he hits it, it's still going to be attracted to our goal, but it will mess up where we're thinking it's going to end up. I didn't actually know he was there, and then he came along and hit it, and it bounced all over the place, but it didn't head back. So there we go. This is an off the roof goal, so I can't imagine what it must have been like for them seeing this ball coming, because it starts there and drops down. Like, it never goes up and then does a big arc. It starts high and starts tracking down. That would have been... I can't even imagine trying to save that one, even with my saving. Here we go. Nice big ass round one. They managed to save it. Comes back to me. The big wide ones is what I try and go for. Not straight down the guts unless there's no defender. The big high arcing balls are what you want to try and hit. And they do look impressive too. I know it's kind of tracked, like they know the ball's going there. So in a way it's kind of good for me, like I can get car on ball, but when it comes to accuracy after I hit it, I'm not the best. So I guess it takes that aiming part out of it for me, like all I have to do is put it up in a position. Here we go. I think my team was back there, but I just didn't want to take a chance with that. Same again, I actually whiffed that, and I'm lucky they're there. So I give them a good save, but now we are all 3 of us in the same goal, which is not ideal. And here we go, I actually whiffed that one too, so I am thankful that they are there, and I give them a nice shot for it. I just love the way it just pulls. You knock it straight up and then it just travels the whole pitch. Most spazzy clicking. And we collide. I don't know where he was going. There's no boost on this map because we've always got 100%. And I look back and just go, what the fuck? So I think from this point in this game, I decide I'm staying back at least until we get 6 goals. So it's on last goal. But I just decided that I'm going to stay back. I'm not going forward. I'll be the dedicated goalie, because obviously no one's going to take my place if I end up travelling forward. There you go. Nice bounce shot. So I do a couple of bounce shots in these games, and pretty effective because they expect the high arcing ball, but when it's bouncing it's trickier. I quite like doing bounces even in normal non-Heatseeker Rocket League. There's a vertical save. They do a lot of those in the training, the All-Star goalie training. So everything you see here is because of that training, basically. And solos. Solo practicing goalie, because it's on you to save every ball in solos. And yeah, that's just it. Practice. I was playing with a couple of guys and they said, how the hell are you this good at this? And just practice. I like playing goalie, and that's what this game mode is. It's the goalie training with some showing off, I guess, because you got full boost and everyone's always in the air. But yeah, it's essentially goalie training and reading where the ball's going to be. I'm actually curious what I'll be like now that... Here we go, last goal. Nice. I was really, really excited about that one. I saw it, I'm like, yes, this is mine. So I cross it back to the opposite side, swing it around. If I was them, I would have thought that was hitting the post for sure. I would never have guessed that that was going in. Luckily for me, it was. Third and final game that I'm going to commentate over is a brand new lobby. Actually, no, it's not. It's the same guys we played with in the first game, actually. So there's Jordan and your boy Levi. Or Levy. That was my team in the first game and the opposition in the second game. So this is actually 3 games in a row that we recorded, or that I was recording. It gets off to a bit of a shaky start, actually. I do some pretty shitty misses. My teammate there I'm trying to tell to go, so I don't get a clogged up goal. He gets a late hit and the ball arcs quite a bit. So this, I'm fine with this. Like, they can go for it. They keep it at mid-court. I quite like keeping it at mid-court. It's pretty interesting. There we go. I score a goal from the goal square. Get a love tap from my teammate. It's quite fun. The ball was coming straight to me. I just popped it up in the air and let the ball do the rest. It's pretty nice. So I think from here it starts falling apart, to be honest. We got that nice easy one. This one here, I'm not in a great position, so I'm coming back with a flight. I've hit the camera button somehow, and I've botched that one. That as well was a pretty good hit off the wall. But yeah, I hit the camera button. Who knows what was happening? I was coming back with a flight. It was not a good position for me. And then here, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here. I thought I was on track, and then I was away with it, and now we're trying to get back to position. I'm out a bit too far here. Luckily my teammate's there, and I say good save, but I'm still out of position. I never quite got back into position, and unfortunately it resulted in us letting in another goal. So 1 goal down here. Teammates are also having an interesting time of it. Incoming off the teammate. I'm out of position here. I'm not where I want to be. Luckily it misses. Again it misses. I know it's missing. So again, like the last time we hit this ball was probably 3 or 4 shots ago. It's 5. Yep, we managed to hit that one. Still out of position, not in great sort of spot. Now the ball is really starting to speed up now. And it's just volleyball at the moment. It's back and forth, back and forth. Ball's going real quick actually. I'm not sure what play this one is, to be honest. Do we get away with this or not? Teammate save. I think we're about to hit purple. Yep, there's purple. Here it comes. I don't remember this play. Actually, look at that. We pulled it off somehow. And I'm not sure what... I think I'm looking for the replay. Save replay. I kind of remember there being a save replay button before the game ends, but I couldn't find it. But yeah, there's a purple full speed play. Here we go. This is a botch job. Not sure where I was heading. I'm getting bumped by the teammate. So that was second hit without us touching it. Third hit. Here's a 4th. So one of our teammates is actually AFK at the moment, it seems. And there's an own goal. I'd call that an own goal. We hadn't touched the ball for at least 5 hits. With all the opponent just bashing it off the back wall. And it resulted in our goal. So I'd take that as a goal. Here's a miss. I just didn't get up on the right line. That was the miss I was waiting for. it just, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I just apologized and said, look, who knows? I think actually teammate hit it, but there wasn't anything he could do. So I concede that I was wrong there. Teammate's still AFK, so he comes back eventually, I think. So I actually prefer 2v3. We can have like distinct roles, so he can be the attacker, which he generally did, and I could be the defender. If I was in the right position, I would be the defender. So again, 100% on me for that let in. I just wasn't ready for it. I think I was looking at an AFK guy or something, I can't remember. But here we are, we're 1 goal down, 2v3, but again, I quite like 2v3 in this. It makes for a clearer boundary of I'm defending, he's attacking. With threes, there's kind of like this one person that's always kind of just in the way, especially because there's no passing or anything. And there was actually a game, I'll show a clip of it later, where I was on my own. It was 1v3, and I scored 2 goals on him, which was pretty good. And then once I got teammates, we started conceding goals, just because it gets a bit clustered and messy. Whereas if it's just me, I know 100% what I'm doing, and I don't have to worry about anyone else. Here we go. Well, there's been a few hits without us touching it. Here's another one. And here's another one. And another one. So this is pretty funny actually. So I think we've only touched it on the kickoff. There's another one. Here's one more. All the while they're just speeding it up and making it harder for themselves. So that was off the kickoff. Kickoff was the last time that guy hit it. So 100% blue team's fault. So I would call that an own goal. And now we've actually lost our player and got a new one. So he also wants to be defender. So it's a little bit awkward, but there's not too much left of this game, so we don't really have to worry about it too much. We've done the hard work, basically. Here we go. Oh, I enjoyed that one. Come back across the goals. Get an epic save. And then we managed to squeeze it through. Me and this bloke celebrate together. That was actually the save that started that play. Made it all the way down there, they hit it all the way back, and then it made it all the way back to their goals. I will still claim it as my goal, since it came off me last. And here we go, so final goal. I knew it was a final goal, so I started venturing out of the square a little bit. That was actually a panic spin that I did there. That one was more intentional. Here we go. I try and catch that one as it's coming around, but it's going way too quick. I don't actually get this last goal. It comes off Jordan, so probably this one here. Yeah, then a sweeping goal. I wasn't happy it wasn't my goal that was the final goal, but I was happy it was on like that. It really is this mode. That is this mode, and I'm really happy with this mode. I'd love it to stay around forever. Actually, I'd love it to have a ranked mode, to be honest, but that probably won't happen. So I'll leave you here. Look at my scorecard here. I'm going to play a few highlights from some more games. I hope you enjoy. If you did, like it, and I'll see you next time.
Undertones in the undertow, not artificial. These words fizzle up and out of my mouth. I can phase through walls like a particle. Part of me hopes while the rest of me hold on. I can change the arrangement of all of us. We're not but a follow-up, like it's nothing. Full circle, no reversal. Under oath in the summer glow. Not artificial, the words fizzle. Humming low from my throat. You can walk, you can run, I can fly, dragonfly. You can walk, yo, you can run.